Welcome back, everyone, to Lore of the Shadow, where last time we helped a couple of the Citadel guards along with some chores that they had to do because the area is currently understaffed. Now I'm reporting back to the captain of the guard to see what he needs now. Thank you for your help. I just received word that there's some sort of disturbance in the prow. Perhaps a scuffle. Would you mind looking into it for me? Alright, fine. I'll see the source of the disturbance at the prow. That is, up this way. Ah, this seems to be the altercation up here. Belagron and Irilus are having an argument. Oh, what's going on here? Hello, what's going on? I do not understand your jovial attitude, brother. How can you be happy at a time of war? Is it that hobbit friend of yours? Are you talking about me or are you talking about Pippin? You spend so much time with that halfling, it's like your own brother doesn't even exist. Burgle, your son, needs your guidance on the eve of battle. You may not see him tomorrow, even. All right, well, let's see what Baragon has to say. Baragon looks calm, yet troubled. A moment passes before he speaks. It is true, my brother. Spending time with Peregrine has indeed allowed me not to dwell on the bloodshed that's to come. Before I met the halfling, I was worried for you, for Burgle, and for Gondor. This worrying only left my spirits in decay. With my spirits fading, I pushed those that I cared about away. I'm ashamed to have been so distant. Well, what do you got to say about that? Hmm. Baragon, I didn't realize the weight that you had been carrying. You know that you can always share your burden with your brother. I'll treat Burgle as a son if the worst comes to pass. Don't worry for your son. Could be with me and be with him instead. On the battlefield, I shall protect both of you until the bitter end. I don't want to stop your friendship with the halfling. He brings you joy and hope. Well, obviously, it's Peregrine. That is something we all need. All right, here we go. Well, what do you say about that? Thank you, Irilus. It is good to hear those words coming from you. I will spend more time with my family. Hopefully, Peregrine will be able to join us. I am sure that we will enjoy this hobbit's company. Now, Pinelore, there is something that I must ask of you. I believe that you came here to investigate our argument, most likely on the Ormitar's orders. If you would be kindly to us, could you keep our quarrel a secret whilst we return to our posts? We would rather not get into trouble for this little family dispute. All right, fine. I will tell Omitar that it has been settled or something. Now, what excuse shall I give to the captain? Explain to Omitar that the noise was just some nobles who were staying at the Southern Great Guest House. They were having a heated discussion, but that I calmed them down. Good. I'm glad that it was not any of my men. Probably it's best that I did hide the truth there. Yes, those nobles spent so much time bickering and not enough time getting actual work done. Well, enough talk from me. I'll let you get back to more important matters. You're quite efficient. Perhaps you would be willing to join the Citadel Guard one day? I think one hobbit in the company is enough. Now to deliver a report to the Warden of Laws, and I believe that I need to report the situation on the Pelennor Fields.
What is this?
It's a report concerning the land holdings of the folk who had abandoned their homes in Pelennor. I see. I suppose Partholon is doing his duty to take care of the townlands by preparing this report, but I think that he's dreaming if he thinks that the city will repay the owners of these farms for any damage that the orcs inflict upon them. He may be dreaming if he thinks that there will be anyone left to repay him, Pinelore. The word out of Osgiliath is not good, and the army arrayed against us sounds vast. Well, I promise nothing, but bring this report back to Eredor for filing. If we do survive the siege that may be coming, we may need paper to burn, and Parthodon's report may be good for that at least. Oh, boy! Well, let us just hope that at some point we have a city left after the siege is over. I've delivered the resolutions and I come back with this report.
Thank you very much. Those resolutions will help safeguard the city.
I will take this report from you and make sure that it is put into a proper place, but I share Thahir's belief that we should first survive the battle before thinking about the aftermath. I'm sure that I will see you again, friend. Take care of yourself until then. All right. He is at least slightly less than in his view of what to do with the reports. He didn't talk about needing to burn them afterwards. So now, let's get back to Mithrandir. I am back from my errands with the council.
There you are. I've been looking for you.
The Prince of Dol Amroth was looking for someone to undertake a mission of some danger, and I suggested that you would make an ideal candidate. Hurry down to the first circle and learn if Imrahil has already sent someone else. All right, fine. I will head down to the first circle and speak to the Prince of Dol Amroth. Good day, sir. Did you request my help?
Mithrandir said you would be happy to undertake this errand.
I am pleased that Mithrandir was right. Okay, so what do we get here? Some sort of helmet, it looks
Go
like.
to the north gate of the Rammas and learn why Ingold has not come back.
First of all, how's that? And that's why I don't wear helms. All right. When Mithrandir came to the city, he told me that he passed through the north gate to the Rammas and spoke with its captain. He found Ingold supervising the repair of the wall and advised him that it came too late. Swords would be more use than trowels at this late hour. Ingold has not returned yet to the city, but I need to know the situation north of the Rammas. Go to the north gate of the Rammas and learn why Ingold has not yet come back. I applaud him for embracing the wall and the gate in it, but he will be more of use in Gondor alive in Minas Tirith than dead in the north gate. Ooh, okay. Yeah, well, it's time to go to the north gate. Here we are at the north gate. It appears to still be in our hands. I guess that's good news. Oh, there's a stable master here.
These are troublesome times indeed.
That is the understatement of, well, probably of the age. Now, let's go and speak to this. This is Ingold. All right, exactly whom I need to speak with.
I cannot return to the city just yet. I have disturbing news.
We are still working to repair the wall. I can't return to the city just yet. I have disturbing news, and it enforces my desire not to leave my post until the last possible moment. That'll really make Imrahil happy. There is a second army, Pinelore. I think this second Mordor host crossed the river at Caer Andros, though I cannot be certain. None of my scouts have made it near enough to the island to see in whose hands it lies. I await word from a man in Kierholst, Ehrentraut, but he has not returned yet. I do not know if he still lives. I do know that orcs, wargs, and a strange group of Easterlings have overrun the plain of Talathanor. It is this last that gives me the most concern. They are called Suhalar, and little is known of them. If you can defeat these new forces in Talathanor, we may learn how best to face them. And I ask that you then look into Baradhant in the town of Krehost. Once he returns, all of us can then return to Minas Tirith. Alright, so first I need to defeat Suhalar Easterlings in Talath Anor. Alright, so So we need to find Easterlings, and not just any East. So I think that the Easterlings in this area are Suhalar, so I don't have to worry about running to other groups of Easterlings or anything like that. Instead, I just have to worry. Oh, hold it. There is somebody this way. No, that's an orc. Ah, here's somebody riding a horse. It's more likely to be. Ah, Suhalar Rider. Okay, I think this is the one we need. Go and get him. Well, that's a good start. Let's see if we can find any more of these. So I'm supposed to. Well, I don't need them for the quest. Reducing the orc population is never a bad thing. I can see a town in the distance. That must be Kreithost. But I do have one more Easterling that I need to defeat. And this is definitely not an Easterling. But there should be more in the... Ah, yes. Here is the last one that I need. There you go. Ouch. Now let's take care of the pain. And then let's talk to Veradhant in Kreithost. It appears that this town still stands, so I don't know how long it would still be standing because we've got an enemy army just marching by right at this moment. They occupy the outside field. I think it's very likely that they're going to need to evacuate this town.
These are troublesome times indeed.
And I thought the person saying that at the North Gate was giving us the understatement of the age. Good day. Ingold has sent me to determine your current status.
I am alive, and I still possess the fighting spirit.
I will not retreat to Minas Tirith until the very last moment, and you will not be able to convince me. It is futile. Well, pretty close to the last moment, I think. Much of my family evacuated Minas Tirith and went to the Vale of Tumladen among the last few wagons, but my brothers remain in the White City. I can still slay wargs and the riders in Talathanor, and every foe that I dispatch means one fewer to menace my brothers. Aid me in this. You are an adventurer and can do a great deal of good in this land beyond the Rammas. Once we have faced these threats, I give you my word that we can return to the North Gate. And from the North Gate, then we can return to Minas Tirith. Defeat wargs and warg riders in Tala Anor. Oh, well, believe me, I had no trouble finding them when I was looking for Easterlings. I hope I still have no trouble in that. I didn't have to come out far to find my first orc. Just, it also decided that there might be some hobbit lurking in the bushes, and that it should try to hide. Well, this one didn't have the same idea. Wow, this place is riddled with the wargs. Fortunately, they accept wargs that are being ridden by orcs for this quest. And finally, this one. Good. Mission accomplished. Warg population thinned, as well as some orcs.
You've done well, my friend.
I too have slain many of our enemies, but it seems that 2 more cross the river from Karandros for each one that I defeat. This does not seem to be a battle that we can win. Well, let's see, if I kill one and you kill one and 2 cross over, that's a balance. But yeah, that's still not winning the battle. Alright, what do we got there?
Before I can return, we have to recall the scouts I sent forth from Krethos.
We're nearing the end now. The Mordor host that pours into Talathanor shows no sign of slowing. I am almost ready to return to Minas Tirith, but first we need to recall 2 of the scouts I sent forth from Krethos. Go to the northwest and the northeast and tell Cangrel and Brunion that it is time for them to return to the North Gate. They have done well, but now they must think of their safety. Find them quickly, Pinelor. They are sure to be in danger as the situation north of Rammas worsens. Defeat any enemies that you come across as well. We may be readying for our retreat, but that's no reason not to strike at our enemies while we do so. Yes, of course. So, find Congrail and tell her to return, and tell Brunion to tell him to return, and to defeat 8 foes in Talathanor, and I suspect that there'll be no trouble in doing so. Besides, it'll be a whole lot easier to retreat if you have fewer enemies in the way of that process. So, let's first... Well, I'm sure that the quest arrow is pointing me towards enemies rather than to the scouts I seek. But I shall eventually find those scouts. Actually, he said that they were north, not south, so perhaps I should go out the proper gate before seeking out these scouts. Now, I will keep an eye out for whatever foes may be here. Seem to be more foes to the south than to the north, but if I can reach the scouts without any trouble, well, that is a plus. I could kill enemies to the south as necessary afterwards. Hold on. Ah! There are enemies around this area after all. It's just not as riddled with them. And wargs. You know, others, a mix of what I've been fighting before. Considering that he said north, I will take the north branch of this road. And staying on the road, it looks like it's going to be necessary at this point because we've got a sizable river here. And I believe the scouts are on the other side of the river. Now, here's my question. We have a sizable river here. A stone bridge here. Potentially enemies on both sides of the bridge. And yet I have not, but I have not seen a single soldier at the bridge itself. And I mean, no Gondorian soldiers, and no enemy soldiers. You would think a bridge like that would be strategically important. You would think that'd be one of the first places where someone would be posted. I can just imagine there was some sort of vicious fight there, and both sides have had to retreat from it or something like that. Always a possibility. Ah, I think I see one of the scouts up ahead. Or am I just seeing things? No, that is definitely seeing things. That is an ore node with the solar rider behind her. Okay. And now, just kill one more, because one of the advantages of killing the enemies in the area sufficiently to finish the quest is that now the quest tracker is pointing me in the right direction. Ah, here's the scout. Hello, time to report back. Time to go. I'll return at once. Yeah, I am out of here. I believe that's Kara Andros, and I think that answers the question on who's holding that city now. I take it that's what you're going to be reporting? Anyway, it's time for you to retreat. Oh, you don't you don't need to tell me twice. Oh, yeah, I guess he has a grim view as to what's in that city. I have recalled the scouts.
Now lead the way to the gate in Rammas. I will be right behind you.
You found them both. I'm glad to hear it. Now, lead the way to the north gate of the Rammas, and I'll be right behind you. Yes, we will retreat to the gate when we return for the next episode of Lore of the Shadow.